Train your mouth to talk. Introduction. Do you understand English but freeze when it's time to speak? Do words stay trapped inside your mind even though you know grammar, vocabulary, and sentences? If yes, then this story is for you. Because speaking English is not only about learning grammar. It is about training your mouth, your ears, and your brain together. Today, you will listen to the story of a boy named Adam. He understood English very well, but he could not speak. And one day, his life changed forever. Chapter 1: The Silent Student. Adam was 24 years old. He lived in a small town with his parents and younger sister. Every morning, he woke up at 7 o'clock, drank tea quietly, and went to work at a computer shop. Adam was intelligent. He could read English articles. He watched English movies with subtitles. He understood YouTube videos. He even knew advanced vocabulary. But there was one problem. He could not speak English. Whenever someone asked him a question in English, his mind became empty. His heart beat fast, his hands became cold, and his mouth refused to move. One evening, Adam was watching an English interview on YouTube. The speaker said, "Fluency is not knowledge, fluency is muscle memory." Adam paused the video. "Muscle memory?" he whispered. The speaker continued, "If you want to speak English fluently, you must train your mouth every day. Your mouth must become comfortable producing English sounds." Adam became curious. For years, he had focused only on grammar books. Maybe that was the reason he still could not speak. That night, he stood in front of the mirror and tried to speak. "Hello, my name is Adam." His voice sounded weak. He stopped immediately. He felt embarrassed even though nobody was watching him. Then he laughed sadly. "How can I become fluent if I'm scared of my own voice?" That question stayed in his mind all night. The next day, Adam visited an old bookstore after work. While searching through language books, he noticed an elderly man sitting near the window reading a newspaper. The man looked at Adam and smiled. "You seem troubled," he said. Adam smiled politely. "Nothing serious." The old man closed his newspaper. "You are learning English?" Adam looked surprised. "Yes." "Can you speak fluently?" Adam lowered his eyes. "No." The old man nodded slowly as if he already knew the answer. "What is your name?" he asked. "Adam." "I am Mr. Lewis," the old man said. "I taught English for 30 years. Adam sat beside him. "Sir," Adam said softly, "I understand English very well, but when I try to speak, I become nervous." Mr. Lewis smiled. "That is because you trained your eyes, not your mouth." Adam looked confused. Mr. Lewis continued, "Reading helps your brain recognize English. Listening helps your ears understand English. But speaking requires physical training." "Physical training?" Adam asked. "Yes," Mr. Lewis said. "Your tongue, lips, jaw, breathing, and rhythm must practice together. English speaking is like playing guitar. You cannot become good only by watching videos." Adam listened carefully. "Then what should I do?" he asked. Mr. Lewis leaned closer. "Speak every day, not inside your mind, out loud." The first practice. That evening, Adam followed Mr. Lewis's advice. He entered his room and locked the door. Then he opened a simple English story on his phone. His hands trembled slightly. He began reading aloud. The boy walked to the market. His pronunciation felt awkward. Sometimes he stopped. Sometimes he repeated words many times, but he continued. For 20 minutes he spoke English loudly. At first it felt uncomfortable, but slowly something changed. His mouth started moving more naturally. The sentences became smoother. His confidence increased little by little. The next morning, while going to work, Adam practiced speaking to himself quietly. I am going to the shop. The weather is hot today. I need to repair 2 computers. People walking nearby probably thought he was strange, but Adam did not care anymore. For the first time in years, he felt progress. Chapter 4, Fear of Mistakes. A week later, Adam visited the bookstore again. Mr. Lewis asked, "How is your practice going?" "I speak every day now," Adam said proudly, "but I still make many mistakes." Mr. Lewis laughed gently. "Of course you do." Adam frowned, "But mistakes are bad, right?" "No," Mr. Lewis replied. "Silence is worse." Adam became quiet. Mr. Lewis continued, "Children learn language by making thousands of mistakes. Nobody laughs at them because mistakes are natural." "But adults feel embarrassed," Adam said. "Yes," Mr. Lewis nodded. "Adults want perfection before speaking. That is why they stay silent for years." Adam remembered how many times he had avoided conversations because he feared mistakes. "What if people laugh at me?" he asked. Mr. Lewis smiled. "Then let them laugh. Every fluent speaker once sounded foolish." Those words entered Adam's heart deeply. Chapter 5, Shadowing Technique. One evening, Mr. Lewis taught Adam a new method. "It is called shadowing," he explained. "What is that?" "You listen to a native speaker and repeat immediately with the same rhythm and emotion." Adam tried it using a short video. The speaker said, "Good morning, everyone." Adam repeated, "Good morning, everyone," again and again. At first, he struggled to copy the pronunciation, but after 20 minutes, he noticed improvement. His speech became faster. His rhythm became smoother. Most importantly, he stopped translating in his mind. Instead of thinking in his native language first, he started reacting directly in English. That was a major breakthrough. Chapter 6, Speaking Alone. One rainy evening, electricity went out across the neighborhood. The room became dark and silent. Adam sat near the window listening to the rain. Suddenly, he remembered Mr. Lewis's advice, "Talk to yourself in English every day." So Adam started describing everything around him. "The rain is falling heavily. The street is empty. My sister is sleeping." Then he began speaking about his dreams. "I want to become fluent. I want to travel. I want to speak confidently." For nearly 1 hour, he continued talking alone in English, and something surprising happened. He stopped feeling afraid because there was nobody judging him. That night, Adam realized an important truth. Fluency begins in private before it appears in public. Chapter 7, The Coffee Shop. A month later, Adam entered a coffee shop after work. A foreign customer was struggling to communicate with the waiter. The waiter looked confused. Adam's heart started beating faster. This was his chance, but fear returned immediately. What if I fail? What if my English sounds terrible? Then he remembered Mr. Lewis's words. Silence is worse. Adam took a deep breath and walked toward the foreign customer. "Excuse me," he said nervously. "Can I help you?" The man smiled with relief. For the next 2 minutes, Adam translated the order for the waiter. The conversation was not perfect. He made grammar mistakes. His pronunciation was not flawless, but communication happened. And that changed everything. When the foreign customer thanked him, Adam felt a powerful happiness inside his chest. For the first time in his life, English was not just a subject. It was a real tool for communication. Chapter 8, Daily Discipline. After that experience, Adam became more serious. Every day he followed a routine. Morning, he listened to English podcasts while walking. Afternoon, he repeated sentences aloud. Evening, he shadowed videos for 30 minutes. Night, he spoke alone in front of the mirror. Some days he felt motivated. Some days he felt tired, but he never stopped. Slowly, his speaking improved. His mouth moved faster. His pronunciation became clearer. His confidence grew stronger. Months passed. One day, a customer entered the computer shop. The customer spoke English. Without fear, Adam answered naturally. His coworker looked shocked. "Since when do you speak English so well?" he asked. Adam smiled. "I train my mouth." Chapter 9, The Biggest Lesson. One evening, Adam visited Mr. Lewis again. "I can finally speak confidently," Adam said happily. Mr. Lewis smiled proudly. "So what did you learn?" Adam thought carefully. Then he answered, "I learned that fluency is not magic, it is daily practice." Mr. Lewis nodded. "And," Adam continued, "I learned that grammar alone cannot make someone fluent. Speaking requires repetition." "Good," Mr. Lewis said. "And one more thing," Adam added. "What is it?" Adam smiled. "I learned that mistakes are not enemies. Fear is the real enemy." Mr. Lewis laughed warmly. "Now you truly understand." Chapter 10, Helping Others. 1 year later, Adam started an online English speaking club. Many students joined. Some were shy, some were nervous, some believed they could never speak fluently. Adam told them his story. Then he said, "Do not wait to become perfect before speaking. Speak now. Train your mouth every single day." One student asked, "How long does fluency take?" Adam smiled. "It depends on consistency. If you practice daily, improvement is unavoidable." Another student asked, "What is the secret?" Adam answered, "The secret is simple. Open your mouth, speak aloud, repeat every day." Chapter 11, The Mirror Challenge. Adam gave his students a challenge. "For the next 30 days, he said, stand in front of a mirror and speak English for 10 minutes daily." Some students laughed nervously, but they agreed. After 1 month, the results were amazing. Students who once feared speaking were now talking confidently. Why? Because their mouths became familiar with English sounds. Speaking stopped feeling unnatural. One student said, "At first I felt stupid talking to myself, but now English comes automatically." Adam smiled proudly. That was exactly what happened to him. Chapter 12, Think in English. One day, a student asked, "How can I stop translating?" Adam explained, "Start thinking in simple English." He gave examples. Instead of thinking, "I am hungry" in your native language, first think directly, "I am hungry." Instead of translating every sentence, connect English directly to ideas and feelings. The students practiced daily. Little by little, their brains adapted. English stopped feeling foreign. It became natural. Chapter 13, The Airport Conversation. 2 years later, Adam traveled abroad for the first time. At the airport, he spoke English confidently with staff members. He asked questions. He understood answers. He even joked comfortably. While waiting for his flight, he remembered the shy boy who once feared saying, "Hello, my name is Adam." Now he could speak for hours without panic, not because he was special, but because he practiced consistently. Chapter 14, Real Fluency. During the flight, Adam met another traveler. The traveler said, "Your English is excellent. Did you study abroad?" Adam smiled. "No." "Then how did you become fluent?" Adam looked out the airplane window thoughtfully. Then he answered, "I train my mouth every day." The traveler laughed. "But seriously?" Adam nodded seriously. "Yes, that is the real answer." Final message. If you understand English but cannot speak fluently, remember this: your problem is not intelligence. Your problem is lack of speaking practice. You do not need perfect grammar before speaking. You need repetition. You need daily speaking. You need courage to sound imperfect. Because fluency is built through action, not silence. So from today, speak aloud, read aloud, shadow native speakers, talk to yourself. Think in English, repeat daily, train your mouth, train your ears, train your brain. And one day you will suddenly realize you are speaking English naturally, not because of magic, but because you practiced consistently. The end.